like fight news yet, but definitely wanted to get to some of the topics though.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Well, right away we already got someone in the comments who you got, Morel or Benavidez.
Mm, that's a tough fight. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's tough. Like with boxing, some fights I just really don't be knowing. I probably didn't investigate too much. Now I watch enough of their fights. Like I watched more Benavidez than I watched Morel, so I know more of his style and how he fights more than Morel. I've watched just a little bit. I've probably watched like two fights of Morel, but based off of that, it's a tough fight. But Benavidez is a big boy. I haven't got to see Morel in person, so I don't know how big he is in person, but I know Benavidez is a big boy.
I mean, they match up. They line up
Yeah,
straight up. Like when you see the face
yeah.
off, they lining up.
So uh, right there, I'm just a fan of boxing. I don't put no bets on boxing, so I don't got no parlays or nothing like that. I don't know. I can't say.
Some of the comments that Morel has, spoke upon was like, you fighting guys that are not at the highest level. They're not big. They're not big guys like me. They're actually guys that are coming in there scared of you. Do you feel like that's anything? Do you feel like that could be a big factor versus some of the guys that he has faced that moved up into the weight? He had a good win against Caleb Plant, but went the distance.
Yeah. Um, Making that point that he's fought people who's moving up, people who's scared of him or whatever. I don't think Morel's gonna be scared at all. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Um, how to say it? Is it? Yeah, Morel's been at this division for a while, right?
No, they're both at 175 for only one fight apiece.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. It's fair. It sounds like a fair fight. Like you said, like a even fight. So I think the fans are gonna win that night.
Mm, mm. Let's get into some of these other topics. Obviously, March 1st, we got Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. What you think about the matchup? Who you got?
I got Davis. That one for many reasons, in the sense that Davis is always fighting people smaller than him to come up. He's always
Mm.
fighting. Yeah.
That alone.
Um, there's that. It can be tricky. Um, sometimes them smaller guys can be tougher than the bigger guys. And this,
Right.
so I think we'll see. I just think that Davis really got that knockout power. He doesn't have a lot of output. Um, he's fighting somebody who's closer to his height. I think it would be more of a fight. I think the last time he fought somebody shorter than him was Pitbull, and he tried to box him, and he came out. A lot of people didn't like that fight, in the sense of I assume people thought Pitbull won the fight, or it was just a closer fight. Um, I don't think we'll see how Davis goes. I don't think he will do as good if he tries to box him by just being on his back foot. I think Davis should just do what he does with the bigger guys and walk him down.
Mm, mm. You see the fight going the distance or stoppage?
Stoppage.
Stoppage.
Yeah.
Mm. Now that we're at the like the weight classes and like the ones that are like uh, obviously dramatic weight classes that you see that there's a big difference. We have Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, big topic. Turkey Alashi putting the best fights. Hopefully he can have Jamaine Ortiz on one of those fight cards as well. But yeah, what you think about that matchup per se?
Crawford and Canelo.
Canelo, yeah.
It's exciting. I find fights like that very exciting, because as much as Canelo is big, the strong puncher, speed kills. Speed kills. And Canelo is not used to somebody as fast as Crawford throwing punches at him.
Mm,
You know, the bigger guys, I find Canelo finds it easier because he can defend very well, because their punches are not as fast. He's strong enough where he can take some of their blows and give a hard shot as well. But when you're facing somebody, can't defend as well because they're that fast. I think it makes it for a tricky fight, and I can't. Not, I don't think Crawford can stop Canelo. I do believe he can stumble Canelo with his speed.
Mm, mm. Who do you favor?
To be honest, oh, part of me is saying Crawford. Like,
Yeah,
part of me is saying Crawford. Like, I can favor Crawford in that fight against Canelo because Crawford's output, I believe, is higher.
of course.
He's a sharpshooter.
Yep.
He's a sharpshooter. Canelo's more the type to break you down. Uh, but I just think Crawford can switch it up so well, and Canelo has problems with southpaws and boxers,
Mm.
you know. And Crawford, he can box and be southpaw and give Canelo the problems. And Crawford got a long reach. Canelo ain't that tall,
That
so
that is true.
um, only thing I can see happening is if Canelo lands that left hook on the chin, then I do think Crawford will go down. Do I think he'll get up? Yes, I do think he'll go up, but I do think it'll be a different fight after he goes down. Versus, like I said, Crawford can stumble Canelo, but it would still be the same type of fight, even though he stumbles Canelo.
Mm. I like it. I like it. Let's get into your weight class because it's obviously smacking a lot of things